Yo, yo, yo. What is up, everybody? We're doing the late night live number 10. We got Kattar versus Chikadze. Good card. I'm looking forward to breaking it down live and hearing your guys' takes now that it's fight week. Fortunately, lost that Muslim Salikov versus Michel Pereira fight. That's the fight game. That's how it goes. Guys pull out, guys are in, guys are out. We know how it happens here. Getting my mouse all set up for you guys so I'm not shaking the screen, clicking on every fight. Much love to everybody tuning in. Looking forward to the first official late night live of 2022 as far as like actual full card week of breakdowns. Also, we got to talk before I get into the predictions and whatnot. I do want to talk about some recent fight announcements. Usman. How great is that? They go Usman, what am I saying? Colby Covington fighting against Jorge Masvidal. That's a good matchup, man. I really like this fight. I'm excited to see what happens between these two. I will be honest with you, early leaning, definitely Colby's pressure. I think that'll be a problem. The wrestling game's going to be an issue, and I see Colby Covington probably winning that fight. Still, it's a huge market fight. I mean, the sellability is off the charts for that matchup. I think we're going to see straight entertainment from start to finish there. Now, you look also towards Volkanovski, Chan Sung Jung. I was actually a little bit disappointed that they gave Chan Sung Jung that fight. I really feel like the Cejudo super fight would sell well. I think Cejudo could still market himself and get in there. I also would have liked to see maybe them wait. If Chikadze runs right over Calvin Kattar, I don't see why he couldn't be next as well. So they're jumping the gun, putting Chan Sung Jung there because the champion did request to have Chan Sung Jung in that position. Obviously, Kevin Holland, Alex Oliveira, I talked about that. I think that Holland wins. Tate versus Lauren Murphy. I think Tate's got a good shot here. It's a hard fight, but she can pull it off. And then, of course, Chimaev versus Gilbert Burns is going to be insane. They're working on that one for UFC 273, which that's a fight that's going to be absolutely off the charts. The fight game is on fire to start off to start off 2022 with the UFC. I want to quickly see if there's some fight announcements that I'm missing, because I feel like there was something else I did want to bring up. John Jones, I know, wants to come back. What's up, bro? What is up? How is everybody doing? Shout out to everybody in the live chat. Much love, guys. Appreciate you all tuning in to the show live. Oh, Chad Mendez fighting in BKFC. Jacare's boxing. Some craziness already for 2022. This is a wild fight game. You think Jung gets beat handily? I will agree. I don't think Chan Sung Jung matches up that well with Volkanovski, man. I mean, of course, he has power. Jung hits really hard. He's got a good boxing game. But I feel like there's a good possibility that Volkanovski puts it on him, winning a pretty dominant decision here. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Going to get into the picks in just a minute. We'll talk about the fights that are coming up this weekend, which is a pretty sick card. Unfortunately, losing the co-main event, though, but still good fights. And I'm happy to have fights back. I won't complain, especially with a main event as good as this one. Looking forward to some potential bets there. And, of course, your guys' take, the late night live where we interact, we go back and forth, and the polls will be running because I want to see where you guys are on this card. So if you're just tuning in and you haven't yet, smash the like button, show some love. If you're new, subscribe to the channel, turn those post notifications on. Late Night Live is back, baby. And nobody beating Volk at 145 is probably true. I think Max Holloway would even have a real hard time. AJ McGee's a special case, but unfortunately he's over in Bellator, man. So the world may never know with AJ McGee. They should have waited for Max, you think? They could have, but unfortunately they jumped the gun and decided to go elsewhere. And then if Jung wins, then Max Holloway fights for the belt, I guess. I guess for Max, maybe this is a good option, you know? You can get the Jung fight, and I think he picks Jung apart if Jung somehow knocks out Volkanovski. But let's jump to the first fight of the night. Of course, I'll throw the poll up there. Demopoulos versus Gómez Juárez. Let's get this set up here. Might have to copy and paste Demopoulos, man. I need letters there. All right, I'll throw the poll up. Give me your take on this fight. I think that we're going to be in store for a special night. I really do. I feel like the fights to start off the year are going to be bangers in and out. Give me who you think is going to win. I feel like, personally speaking, you know, I have to go the side of Vanessa Demopoulos. I think the striking game is better, more mobile and versatile girl, better stand-up for sure, but also the fact that on the floor, I think she's better. I mean, I'm just not very impressed with Gómez Juárez. There's just really not enough that I have seen so far from what I have seen. I don't like the stand-up. Lots of jabs, but a little bit sloppy maybe. Lower level competition. And I feel like pressure fighters will give her problems. I think Demopoulos is going to come in with a bit of pressure with that Thai striking style. She's explosive. She lost the last one, but that was up a weight class at 125. This is her natural 115. I got to go Demopoulos wins here. I'm leaning towards her actually getting the submission in the second or third round. I'm going to go submission win for Demopoulos. Also, Gómez Juárez, 37 years of age. So definitely not a young fighter in this women's strawweight division. So look at the odds quickly here. Minus 130, minus 107, best value for Demopoulos. Plus 116 for Gómez Juárez. That's not terrible. But I like Demopoulos to win. Maybe we'll early preview some of the props. Demopoulos by submission, upwards of plus 500. It's not impossible. Juárez has lost by submission before. I think she could lose by sub here. I like plus 500 Demopoulos sub just a little bit, but her as a favorite. I do expect her to win. It's women's MMA. Maybe you're nervous. Maybe you hold your bet if Demopoulos doesn't show up, but I do expect her to go out there and win, and it's a close money favorite that I do like here. Demopoulos getting everybody's vote. It's not competitive. If Giga manhandles Kattar, would you rather see him fight Volk than the Korean Zombie? I definitely would rather see him fight Volk. Yeah, without a doubt. Little monster by decision. Juárez needs Bellator. Juárez might be going there if she catches a beatdown. If she gets beat handily here, I could definitely see her potentially over in Bellator real soon. We'll see what happens with this fight. The poll right now, strongly leaning Demopoulos. I'm going to close it out here, because there's not too much to say on this fight outside of we all feel Demopoulos should be the victor. I expect her to win, and I expect her to look pretty good doing it. The natural weight class thing is a big difference maker to me. 100% on Demopoulos. We're all team Demopoulos here, and I expect victory for Vanessa Demopoulos as well. Guys, let's keep on moving up the card. If you're just tuning in and you have not yet, smash the like button. If you're new, subscribe and turn those post notifications on. Much love to everybody tuning in to the 10th Late Night Live. I can't believe it's been 10, man. I love it. I'm loving this Late Night Live series. Probably one of my favorite things to do all week long, and so happy that I brought this in as an addition. All right, let's get the poll up for this next fight. Give me just a moment. We can't spell Kakhramonov here. I think that I would potentially botch the name. Kelleher versus Kakhramonov. Find out what you guys like here. Definitely give me your picks. Vote in the polls, because I am super curious where we're leaning. Now, looking at this fight, from my perspective, I really feel like this is Saidyokub Kakhramonov's showcase fight. Of course, Kelleher has things to like. I mean, he's a tricky stand-up fighter. His kickboxing game is good. He has good takedowns and top control. He's a well-rounded guy. He's got over 30 pro fights. He's 23-12. This is an experienced veteran and a fantastic step for Kakhramonov. You look at Kakhramonov, very explosive with the striking. Heavy low kicks. He also has really nice hands, and he's fast, too. Powerful hooks inside, and I do feel like his takedown defense is good. I don't see Kelleher threatening him there. Potentially Kakhramonov threatening Kelleher on the floor. Submission skill set for Kakhramonov is very good. And I feel like in this fight, there is a chance he could submit Brian Kelleher. Not going to be easy to do. I'm going to pick win by submission for Saidyokub Kakhramonov, but I really feel like potentially could get the knockout, or we could even be looking at 3 rounds. Now, Kakhramonov missed weight in the last one, but it was short notice at his natural weight class, which is just not an easy feat to do, making weight on very short notice, so no shame there. I see him beating Kelleher and also showing up on weight. Also, 9-year age difference. Kelleher, 9 years Kakhramonov senior. That's a big difference. That's a problem. That's a real problem. Looking at the lines, Kakhramonov, minus 152, minus 170. I like a Kakhramonov bet personally. I'm a fan. I feel like he could win. I'd rather go inside the distance rather than play win by submission or win by knockout, though Kakhramonov by submission is plus 600 if you're looking to really juice it up. Inside the distance, plus 190. You don't want to get too greedy, or also just the Kakhramonov money line play I really think could have some strong value in this fight. Now, let's see where the people are here. Where are you guys leaning in this matchup? The votes, Kakhramonov, 75%, Kelleher, just 25%, so a strong lean towards Kakhramonov. Kakhramonov, you think, but torn between decision or submission? Definitely. His tail of the tape is better for Kakhramonov. Just his overall skill set, I think, is going to be a real problem. Every time you fade, boom, he beats me. Well, man, we'll find out if we fade him and get it wrong here this time. I don't think so, though. I think that we'll see Kakhramonov get the victory over him. I'm going to close out the poll, so get your final votes in. And let's keep running up the card. We'll see where the poll closes, though. Finalized polling here. As we look, 80% Kakhramonov, Kelleher, 20%. Good stuff. Strong for Kakhramonov, and the people are very rarely incorrect here. So glad to see that. Guys, smash the like button if you're just tuning in. If you're new, of course, subscribe. Show some love. And let's keep on running up the card. This next one is very good. Slavaclaus, Viacheslav Borshchev taking on Dakota Bush. Good matchmaking. I like this fight for Borshchev. I think it's a showcase. Let me pull up the polls here and give you guys the opportunity to place your vote on who you think is going to win. The people's picks, man. I love it. The late night live where we get your take. Because honestly, you guys are fuego with the picks. The masses know. All right. Get your pick in. Let's see where you guys are leaning here. Now, for me, Viacheslav Borshchev, Slavaclaus versus Dakota Harry Bush. I think Slava's striking is a big difference maker here. I think the wrestling defense should be there. It'll be constantly improving, training over at Team Alpha Male. I feel like there's things to like with his explosiveness, the way he holds his hands, his good high guard style, nasty check hook, good stiff jab, good counter strikes as well. Dakota Bush on the opposite side is a decent striker, but square. There's openings to be hit right down the center line for him, and I feel like at times he gets a bit wild. I don't see him with a good enough grappling game necessarily to just grind on Borshchev, which would be Bush's key to victory. I don't see it here. I think that Viacheslav Borshchev, a.k.a. Slavaclaus, goes out there and gets a second round knockout. I was leaning first, but first or second, really leaning more towards the second. I think you can put away Dakota Bush here and get a real impressive UFC debut. Best value, minus 188, minus 210. Ranges around there. Not too many props available just yet here, but if you went for Borshchev, there's actually no props available. Bush inside the distance, plus 350, but I don't see that. We'll get the official props out there probably by tomorrow, and then we'll do the This Week's Best MMA Bet show where we'll have some fun takes on a card that I'm looking forward to getting into pure betting-wise. Thoughts on Dan Hooker back at 145 pounds? Honestly, man, I might be a little concerned about Dan Hooker cutting weight because I do think that there's a chance some of the big hitters could hurt him badly even at 145. So maybe a mistake, but I guess soon to find out. Is Movsar Evloev out of UFC 270? I'll be honest with you, I have not heard yet, but let me look. Now you got me curious. Let's see. Right now, it says he's still on. Nope. Yep, officially it's out. Shit. Movsar Evloev scratched. Ilya Topuria calls out Dan Ige. That's a cool call out. I like that call out a lot. I think it's an intelligent one. But unfortunately, yeah, he's out. Fuck, that sucks. Slavaclaus is the pick. Yeah, I think we're going to see a TKO. Yeah, both of the best nicknames, Harry Bush and Slavaclaus, 10 out of 10. Let's see. All the votes are in. I'm going to close out the poll, and it's 91% for Slavaclaus. This is a very one-sided prediction here. I mean, there's been a couple. We're looking at every one pick so far has been one-sided as hell. Maybe this card is a very one-sided card. We'll see, because the people are not wrong very often. Demopoulos, Juárez, already 100% for Demopoulos. Kakhramonov, 80%. Borshchev, 90%. it's all Borshchev here. And I do expect him to go out there and put on a pretty swell performance and earn himself some real respect in the UFC. Let's keep on running up the card and smash that like button. I want to get those likes moving up a bit more. So if you haven't pushed the like button yet, do me a favor, smash it. Next one, TJ Brown versus Gabriel Benítez. Mowgli is back in action. Good stuff. Benítez versus Brown, downtown Brown. So looking at this fight, how I am feeling about it. Well, I do think that Benítez striking is a real problem. I am strongly on Gabriel Benítez to win. I feel like he'll outmatch TJ Brown on the feet. You look at Brown's game, he's a tricky southpaw, but a little bit basic stand-up, aggressive, mixes it up with a lot of forward pressure, some decent straight punches, but I see susceptibility to low kicks as a real problem. When you look at Benítez, this is the king of the calf kick, and it's southpaw versus southpaw. This guy supposedly has the hardest kicks that Javier Mendez has ever held pads for. If he rips at the calf, that's a problem. I also see the stand-up game being issued just in general. Lots of good movement, fast hands for Gabriel Benítez, and I feel like you're going to go out there and see Benítez put on a good performance, bouncing back from unfortunate defeat. I mean, he's 1-3 in his last 4. He needs this one. I feel like TJ Brown doesn't have the tools to beat him. I especially don't see him just going out there and pressure grappling him. I don't see that style being effective here. I think Benítez wins, and I think Benítez probably wins by a decision over TJ Brown here. Now, looking at your guys' takes, let's see. Benítez got 100% of the vote so far. You think Topuria versus Allen? I think that's interesting. I wish Cal Barella didn't have his fight canceled against Pickett. Was excited to see him. I think, is Barella fighting against who's he fighting against? Is he fighting who I'm thinking he's fighting? Is he fighting Pereira? Or no, that's Andre Fiallo, actually. Mistake on that. I'm new to betting and I put some money on Topuria. Will I get it back or is it gone? No, you'll definitely get it back, brother. You'll get it back. They can't scam you like that. The betting game might be considered a bit on the sleazy side, but it ain't bad. It ain't bad. We'll be Gucci. You like Benítez TKO? I like it. Hey, what is up, brother? Let's go, AJ. Catch another live. Hell yeah, bro. Much love to the OG, bro. I'm glad to see you in here, homie. Much love. Get your votes in, guys, and smash that like button. You guys know the drill. You guys know the drill. We get 50 likes live. I'll grab the fucking shoe and shoey it. It is what it is. That's a consistent thing for the late night live. So we get 50, we'll go for it. Fortunately for me, but fortunately for the ones that want to see it. All right, I'm going to close out the poll here, and let's see what it finalizes at. 80%, 20%, all Benítez. I knew Evelev would back out. Bro, honestly, I don't know why I had a hard time envisioning that fight happening too. I mean, you think about it, right? 2 insanely talented prospects, and we're going to fight them against one another? I don't think so. I don't think so. You like TJ Brown there? Okay. I don't think Brown's a bad fighter. If he's real good with the pressure, doesn't get chopped apart with the legs, could happen. Let's keep on running because we got a good amount of fights left to talk about here live. Ramiz, Brahimaj, and Court McGee. Feed me this fight. I like it, man. Brahimaj is tricky. Submission ace type of guy. Let me get the poll out to the people so I can hear your bets. Brahimaj versus McGee. Give me your take because I want to hear it. All right. So, looking at this fight for me, Court McGee is a very well-rounded veteran of the game. He is 37. Durability is a real thing here. I don't expect Brahimaj to be able to stop Court McGee. And if he goes in with that mindset, I think he could get himself into trouble. McGee's got the gas tank. He's got a lot of volume that'll throw. Granted, not the quickest guy in the game, but sits in there, can take bombs, and puts good pressure. On the opposite side, Brahimaj is not a bad striker. He's got a solid kickboxing game, but the grappling is where he wants fights. Very strong on top. Jiu-jitsu game is solid. All 9 wins are via submission. Here, I do expect him to be able to beat Court McGee. I'm going for the youth, the speed, and I think the tricky grappling skill set. But not an easy matchup. Not an easy matchup by any means. I feel like Court McGee is in for a real fight and can bring it to Brahimaj. I will pick Brahimaj to win by a decision, but Court McGee could definitely go out there and pull off the victory here. Now, looking at the odds, the last one, actually, I don't know if I said the odds. It was minus 172 Benítez, plus 165 Brown. For this one, minus 105 McGee, plus 100 for Ramiz Brahimaj. Looking at the lines, is there any props that are standing out? Not really. I don't really want to touch it with much. Brahimaj by decision, plus 275. Brahimaj by submission, plus 405. Brahimaj straight, plus 100. Best value, McGee, the slightest of favorites. I do think Brahimaj can squeak by with a win, but not an easy fight. And I'm expecting him to really be brought a tricky matchup for certain here. Pickett and Holmes, yeah, that's the fight instead. Back in 2022, baby, you know how it goes. I'm so pissed off. Shore and Umar and now Ilya and Evlov have been canceled. I was so excited for 2-0s. I know, man. I know. Unfortunate. It's a hard fight for you. Yeah, it's a tricky one, man. Be safe on the betting side. I could see McGee winning this. His defense is grappling solid. Politnikov isn't necessarily a ground specialist. You mean Ramiz Brahimaj? I think Brahimaj is a true submission ace, but I know what you mean. Like, he doesn't have that typical like jiu-jitsu-esque style where he's shooting for heel hooks. Yeah, Court McGee is an OG, bro. I actually watched Court McGee on Tough as well. So, as a fan, it would be sweet to see him get a dub and take it home at, nearly 40 years of age. The people are strong on Brahimaj, which is not super surprising to see. I kind of expected you guys to be strong on Brahimaj here. The grappling game, it's a real factor. It really is. All right, I will close out the poll. I want to see where it finalizes at. Let's see what the people think here. The finalized poll. Okay, it's strong for Brahimaj. About 76%. Thoughts on both the Russians pulling out? Unfortunate that we're losing these Russian savages, man. These are good fights, but it is what it is, man. Oh, you were dissing his win against Politnikov. Okay. Sorry, I misread that. Yeah, the fight with Politnikov, yeah, I agree. Politnikov's a pure stand-up guy. If Brahimaj expects to do that to Court McGee, he's got another thing coming. The value of Court to win by decision, I'll pull that up for you because you know Court's the decision, man. Court McGee wins by a decision. Plus 190. Good value, plus 190 for Court McGee. Good stuff. He has a chance. I'm going Brahimaj, though. Let's keep on running up the card. Guys, smash the like button if you have not yet. And let's jump to the featured prelim of the night. Fun matchup in the middleweight division. Let me quickly pull it up here on the poll so you guys can get your votes in. Pickett versus Joseph. Right, all right. Let's see. Pickett, Holmes, money, set. Get your votes in on the polls here. And let's talk about this very intriguing fight on the featured bout of the prelims. So, Pickett, rangy striker. Holmes, rangy striker. Now, of course, Holmes might have a little more oomph to him. I know that's not, I guess, a technical word, a little more oomph to him, but he's the younger guy in the game. He hasn't taken the losses. He's 7-1. I mean, you look at the record of Pickett, it's not bad. It's 12-6. He's taken some real L's here. I still feel like Jamie Pickett could get the win here. The experience is a factor. Holmes coming in, some wins in a row, win on the Contender Series. He's a decent striker. Range is about the same. Both guys have solid stand-up games. I like the teeps of Holmes. I feel like Jamie Pickett, a little bit tricky from range, but does lack that power. Both guys decent in the clinch, forward pressure by Holmes. I could see Holmes out-pressuring him and going out here and winning. It's a hard one for me to pick, really, here. I feel like I might go against the grain, and I really am slightly leaning for Jamie Pickett, but by the smallest of margins, the absolute smallest of margins. Looking at the odds here, Pickett plus 135, Holmes minus 125. Looking at the props, if we can get this to click here. Holmes wins. KO TKO plus 500. Holmes wins inside distance plus 145. Fight ends inside the distance plus 110. I like fight for Pickett maybe as a dog plus 135. Very torn on this one. I do want to see how they look on the scales and how they face off against one another. But I'm going underdog for now. And I'm picking Jamie Pickett for the win. But I do believe Holmes has a legit shake to win this one, certainly here. And the votes strong towards Holmes as well. So you guys are against me here. Picking Pickett after that TKO loss to Wright. Yeah, it's a dangerous one to do. I've heard too many varied opinions on these two fighters by different pundits thinking of passing on this fight and maybe wait till after the weigh-ins. I'm kind of feeling the same betting-wise for sure. I'm not going to be betting down on this one probably unless one of them looks like shit on the scales. Dying to know what blonde fighter by decision prop is. You always hit on that one. We'll get it up in a moment. I like fading Contender Series fighters in their first fight. I mean, it does make sense. Did Pickett win his first UFC fight? Let me see. Jamie Pickett? No, he lost. He lost to Chookagian. He just won his first UFC bout against Starpoli a little bit over a month ago. Definitely staying away, bro. Definitely staying away is smart. All right, I'm going to end this poll out here, and we're about to jump to the main card. Let's see where it finalizes out at. I'm very curious where we stand on this one. Let's look at it here. Finalized poll, 69% for Holmes, so about 70% for Joseph Holmes over Jamie Pickett. That's pretty good. Strong towards Joseph Holmes. I like that I'm going against the grain for at least this one, but the people are rarely wrong, and don't think that I don't take that into consideration, fellas. I know you guys are fuego with the picks. The people's votes are hard to go against. Holmes for the win by the people. He is a slight favorite as well. Let's keep on running up. We have arrived at the main card. You guys know what to do. Smash the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Turn those post notifications on. Show some love to the late night live. You know how it goes. If you guys are interested in the crazy shit, you want to see a shoey, 50 likes while I'm live, and I'll make that happen. Or we do it for that $8 donation thing. If you guys are interested in that, just obviously send me a dono, put shoey on it, and I'll know what you mean. And I will unfortunately have to drink from a shoe. And if you don't want to see that, well, I guess you might not. We'll find out. I'm hoping we do, though. I'm hoping we get 50 likes live. That would be pretty sweet. So smash that like button. Let's get to the first one. Main card, Joanderson Brito versus Bill Algeo. You know, this one is a tricky one to pick, man. It is. I'm going to put them in the polls here so you guys can give me your picks because I'm very curious where you're going here. Right, the names of these guys. Let's go. Algeo against Brito. Very simple last names. That's what I like. A lot easier to type. All right, this one. Joanderson Brito has a lot of things to like. This guy's powerful, and he throws mostly 100% into each and every shot. He's got a lot of forward pressure. The jiu-jitsu is solid. He's good from the top position. I like the calf kicks. I like the ground and pound. I like a ton of things about Joanderson Brito, but he gets over-aggressive at times, and I think there's openings. On the opposite side, Algeo is an unorthodox striker. Hands-low style, can definitely be hit by big punches. He's awkward, though. He moves at different type of angles than most fighters. He throws shots from the hips. He's hard to read. Jumping front kicks to the body. I mean, the guy's biggest issue, though, is spotty takedown defense, though he gets up well. Earlier on, I'm leaning Algeo. The more I talk about this fight, I get flipped. For me here, it's a fight that I want to see the scales. To me, a huge portion is going to be how they look against one another. This is Brito's first fight inside of the UFC, and he's taking on a dangerous veteran who took a fight against Ricardo Lamas on short notice and gave him a difficult one. It's hard for me to go against the underdog in Bill Algeo, especially looking at the lines right now. The odds for this matchup, let me pull them up. Bill Algeo, plus 117. Minus 120 for Joanderson Brito. Brito wins. Algeo, let's see. Algeo wins by a decision. Plus 300. Possible. Algeo straight dog money. Plus 117. Leaning Algeo, but I really want to see these two on the scales. The people are 50-50. You guys are even Stevens here with the picks. Starpoli wasn't good. No, he's not great. You're right. Who do you think will have the best value as a debut at UFC 270? Morales, Oliveira, Della, or Valdez. This is a super early lean, but kind of thinking Della. This dude from the CS that lost a point for eye poking or something. Yeah, he ended up having a fight that was a technical decision win. I'm going Algeo. Brito's a monster, true force of nature for the weight class. I agree. He has got a lot of potential. What website am I using? It's Tapology for the screen here, like the tail of the tape, and it is Fight Odds for, all the odds. If Brito is 26, then I'm not 63. He looks too scarred up. Plus, if he has been fighting for 8 years, means he started at 18, looking for the BS flag. Yeah, that is interesting, right? Because he looks old, boy. He looks old. Robert Tarver, you're looking great for 63, brother. You look fantastic. You're doing great. Much love to the OG. What is up, brother? What is up? How you doing, champ? Algeo going night-night. You think he goes to sleep? Shit, it's possible. It's possible. If he gets hit by a big shot by Brito, he will go down. I agree. All right, I'm closing the poll out. Let's see where it's finalized at. Brito hasn't fought anyone legit. Now Algeo's plus money. And he's got the advantage of the tail of the tape. Yeah, he does have some statistical advantages, and I think he's a hard stylistic fight. I am going Algeo, but I want to see them on the scales for sure. 50-50. The people are torn. I'm going underdog. It's a dog or pass style bet, too. Fun fight. Very fun fight. I'm excited to see this one, man. I really am. Let's keep on running up the card. Get to our next fight on the main card. Smash the likes. Let's pump that algorithm, baby. Show some love to the channel. And let's talk Chase Sherman versus Jake Collier. Let me quickly put the poll in. I love this heavyweight fight. I really do. Collier versus Sherman. Looking at this fight, right? Collier's not bad. He's fat, chunky, but he's getting into his own groove at 265. He's a good fighter down a weight class, or down two, really, at 185 at one point. He brings that same speed. Chase Sherman, known for being a little bit of a quick heavyweight, but he's a bit awkward. He can get hit by big shots. I think that Jake Collier wins against Chase Sherman here, and I think he actually knocks him out. I feel like this is going to be a fight where Collier uses his speed and athleticism advantage well. Sherman's going to sit in the pocket and mix it up, and I think the former BKFC heavyweight champion gets put to sleep by Jake Collier. I don't see his stand-up game being good enough for Collier. Even though Collier is chubby, he's not a guy that moves slow. He's pretty quick on his feet, and his hands are powerful. He's getting into his groove. He beat Carlos Felipe, in my opinion, and Felipe's a pretty tricky guy to deal with. I like Jake Collier for the win. I think he can beat Jake Sherman here. And what's going to be a very interesting fight between two lower tier but very fun to watch heavyweights for certain. And I think Collier also has a higher ceiling. Even though he lost to Carlos Felipe in the last one, he beat Carlos Felipe, I thought he deserved the decision nod. Looking at the odds, Chase Sherman, plus 115, Collier minus 120. Anything Gucci looking like, man, I want to play it. Maybe Collier KO TKO, plus 500. Imagine he lands the bomb. It could happen. Sherman not easy to put away, but he has been put away before. And maybe it's about time one of these guys goes out there and gets a KO win. I feel a prime Sherman wins against this guy, but he seems to be on the decline lately. You're picking Jake? Yeah, I'm with Jake too. Collier, strong with the people. You guys are big on Collier here. I'm actually a little bit surprised. I didn't expect everybody to be with me on Collier. I thought his lack thereof physique would turn us off. Collier's the pick. The bookie's going to collect the juice. Yeah, Collier is the pick, bro. Yeah, I would say Sherman has the first round. If Sherman lands some big punches, he could knock out Jay Collier. But Collier's not a chinny guy. He got knocked out bad, right? He comes back, and it's not like they gave him an easy first fight back. He takes on Aspinall, who's a legit prospect on the rise. And then he fights John Villante. Wins a hard-fought fight, but he won. And then Carlos Felipe. Jake Collier against Chase Sherman, I really think he could get the KO, man, especially if Sherman gets tired. Fun fight in the heavyweight division here between these two, for sure. Looking at the numbers. Collier, 88%. Sherman, 12%. We're going to end the poll here. Shout out to Tajiki Bey for giving the donation. Much love, my man. If you don't know this guy, he actually does some picks himself on Twitter. This guy is high level with the picks. So shout out to you, Chikadze. Much love, man. It's good to see you back. And the dono is much appreciated, man. So seriously, much love for the donation. Guys, whenever I see those donations, you make me super happy, bro, because honestly, it really helps just improve the channel, because I do put pretty much majority of the money we make on the channel back into it, upping production quality. If you guys have been watching the videos, they've been pretty HD, man. I'm still getting everything figured out with the lighting and whatnot, but they're slowly getting better and better. So much love. Shout out to Chikadze for the donation. Thank you, brother. Really, much love for that, man. That is that's fantastic. Much love to everybody that supports as well. You guys all fantastic. Great group of followers, man. The community is fantastic, bro, and I couldn't be happier with how things are going, man. This is the big year too. Road to 10K. I really think we're getting 10K subscribers this year. We're doubling in size essentially. Now the next fight is the featured bout of the night. Smash the likes, show some love to the MMA Experts channel, and let's talk Brandon Royval versus Rogério Bontorin. Let me quickly pull up the poll for you guys so you can get some love out there, man. You can get your picks in. Bontorin versus Royval. Love this fight. Love this fight. I need a UFC shirt. Honestly, man, this year I'll pop a UFC shirt out. I'll grab one. I'm going to buy one, man. I want to get a cool one, though, man. I was never a fan of the Reebok fight kits, bro. I'm going to get a cool UFC shirt. Maybe get one with Ngannou or something like that. Something sick. I'm definitely going to get a cool shirt. I promise. You guys will see one in one of the live streams for certain, man. Now, looking at this fight, I think Royval's awkwardness and unpredictability is a real problem. Bontorin's a lower volume guy, and I mean, he just missed weight at 35, and now they're allowing him to fight back at 25. Weird situation. I don't think he makes weight. I think Royval can win here, and I think he can beat a tired Bontorin by submission in the second round. The stand-up game is off the charts for Royval. I love seeing it. Excuse me. Not the stand-up game is just off the charts. Awkward. The jiu-jitsu game is really where he shines. His submissions are nasty. Bontorin's a good jiu-jitsu fighter in his own right, but too low of volume. He doesn't have the range. I don't see him with that one-touch power. I see Brandon Royval going out there and putting a dominant performance on Bontorin. Now, looking at the lines, Bontorin plus money, plus 148. Royval minus 160. I'm loving Royval. And I'm leaning Royval wins inside the distance. He needs to bounce back. He lost to Pantoja, but he gave him hell. He lost to Moreno, who's now the champion of the world. Royval wins inside the distance would be my potential prop that I would play here, plus 110. But I'd rather go it straight, save the risk, minus 160. That is a money line bet that I really am feeling this weekend. And I probably am going to be playing with a good amount of steam behind it. You think Collier quits? We'll see, man. We'll see. Think Bontorin by submission? Okay. We're going to get there, brother. 10K? Hell yeah, bro. We are. Finally made it to a live after a year of watching. Hey, well, shout out to you, Mr. Michael Burkett, for your first ever live with me, man. Much love for that, and hopefully you can keep making them. Bontorin missed weight in his last fight, and he still won. Yeah, Bontorin, up a weight class, too. Royval is a fucking beast, man. I'm big on Royval. Yeah, I could see some submission in late second round. Yeah, I could see that, bro. Especially Bontorin getting tired is a real possibility. Right now, the polls have been in, and it's strong for Royval. Rogério has to make weight. He definitely does. Will he make weight? That is a question that concerns me. I don't necessarily think that Bontorin makes weight here. I actually think there's a good chance that he misses weight. Royval for the win is my take, and I do like the money line bet as well. Looking at the poll, finalizing it. Let's see as we close it here. Where are the votes? Let's find out. Of course, I think Royval's going to be ahead. He was ahead before I closed it. 66% Royval, so that's pretty strong confidence for Royval. You think Royval by submission is a lock? Okay, I like it. I like seeing that. Let's go. Hey, what is up, bro? How you doing, man? I'm doing great, though. I'm doing great. Buonanotte, man. I think I said it right, bro. Yeah. Shout out to you, bro. Much love, man. I'm doing great, bro. Life is fantastic. Amazing year. I'm honestly ecstatic to have the fights back, as you probably can tell. And we got some big things coming on the channel, man. So cannot wait to keep getting better and better. Also, guys, make sure you tune in to the Moneyline podcast with me and my boy Mike Finch. I got to shout out my dude Mike Finch. I got to give him some love, man. He's honestly a great dude. We've become good friends doing the show with one another and getting to know each other more. Also, that man is getting some fucking sweet interviews. He just interviewed Henry Cejudo. He talked to Greg Jackson and Mike Winklejohn. So if you haven't seen his channel, man, check out the Mike Finch Show. I got to give a plug to my boy. We're going to be live on Thursday, 11 p.m. Eastern time. I know it's a little late, but he is on the Pacific side, so I got to kind of work it in right for us, you know? But we're going to have a new look Moneyline podcast. It's going to be a sweet thumbnail. It's going to be a fantastic graphic production. You're definitely going to want to see it, man. Stupid decision when you go down to flyweight after you miss weight. Yeah, I agree. Not a good move. Not a good move at all. Now, co-main event. Unfortunately, now this is our co-main event. I'm kind of disappointed with that, but that's the fight game. When you lose fights, things happen. It is what it is. I'm not going to get too upset here. Let me throw the poll up here for our ladies' co-main event. Smash that like button for those who have not yet. Show the love. It is a fun fight between Katlyn Chookagian and Jennifer Maia. I'm very interested to see how this one looks. I think that Jennifer Maia, of course, is a problem on the floor. She's very good with her jiu-jitsu, heavy on top. But you look at the first fight between these ladies, she could not get a hold of Chookagian. And when she did, there was not a lot of work she did well in the clinch against the cage. Chookagian's range is a problem. She fights well from distance. I see this fight being a rinse and repeat of the first one. I think Chookagian wins by another decision, dominantly, controlling range. Man, she might be challenging for the belt. She might be. Who else is there? I mean, I guess if Miesha Tate beats Lauren Murphy, Tate gets it. Chookagian minus 174, Maia plus 161. I like Chookagian wins by a decision. I think it'd be hard for her to get the finish here. She's more of a decisionator, but does give entertaining fights. Chookagian wins by a decision, minus 105. Chookagian money line, minus 174. I'm probably going to be playing this one money line just because I don't want to take the risk if she somehow got a finish. I like Chookagian, and I think the people strongly agree so far, at least. Right now, 100% of the votes are on Chookagian. Maia getting no love. Chookagian's too fast and big. I agree. Chookagian by decision, same as first fight. Agreed 100%. What was the co-main supposed to be? Oh, the co-main was supposed to be Muslim Salikov and Michelle Pereira. Would have been an absolutely crazy co-main. I think Royval by TKO. You got Bontorin submission. Okay. Royval is a lock, potentially. Dropping big money on her by decision. She never wins any other way. Yeah, you're right, though. She does all win decisions. I'm not taking the risk, though, in case she gets like a crazy front kick KO. I don't want to be smacking myself in the face. Easy money over 2.5. Yeah, you can definitely cash on that one. Over 2.5s are pretty good to play with these ladies, man. But I don't know if the value is going to be worth touching here. Let me quickly pull it back up. I want to see what that over 2.5 is like. Nah, minus 325. I ain't going to be doing it personally. I'm betting Chookagian straight. Right now, I'm really feeling that Chookagian bet a lot here. And also probably going to be on Royval as well. We'll get more into it with this week's Best MMA Bets tomorrow, so make sure to tune into that. Maia doesn't have the wrestling skills to get it to the ground. Yeah, I do agree. I was wondering when I was looking at the odds. Gotta stop smoking. Muslim Salikov decision. Now, unfortunately, that fight ain't happening, bro. Sucks that it's not. I'm closing out the poll, though, and majority of the people are with me on Katlyn Chookagian here. Let's see. Finalized poll, Chookagian, 88%. Maia, 11%. Gotta love the Chookagian play for the betting side. Will Barcelos Henry and the new Khabib Ferguson or Perez versus Snell? I don't know, man. I think that Barcelos versus Henry is a fight that doesn't even make that much sense if it's a rebook. It's only a good fight if it's short notice. Think Katlyn by finish? Okay, bro. Okay. Yeah, Salikov fight off the card, guys. Just to give you guys the info. Let's keep on running. We have one final fight to talk about. We have arrived at the main event of the evening, guys. Do me a favor. Smash that like button. Show some love to the channel. Late Night Live number 10. Guys, I cannot wait to do a ton of these throughout this year. Love talking to you guys live. I'll have the fight companion on Saturday as well. We'll be live for the entire card, so make sure to tune into that. Cannot wait to get into it. Let's put the poll out there. Let's give you guys the takes. Pull it up. We'll get it in. Chikadze versus Kattar. Calvin Kattar. All right. Let's go. Let's talk about this fight. So, I think Giga Chikadze's stand-up game is off the charts. If there's something that concerns me is if he gets tired trying to get Kattar out of there. Kattar is durable as hell. He's got a great kickboxing game, more so based on the boxing, but he can kick as well. On the ground, I don't see Kattar looking for wrestling, but he does have it in his back pocket. Maybe surprises us and out-wrestles Chikadze. But when you see a guy beat Edson Barboza, one kick KO Cub Swanson, I think that Giga Chikadze has officially come into his own. I have heard things about guys in the training room over at that King's MMA gym wanting to dodge sparring any bit of striking with this guy, and Calvin Kattar is going to make it a stand-up fight. I'd be surprised if it goes the other way. I'll be honest with you. I think that Giga Chikadze can be the first man to sleep Calvin Kattar. I'm going to go Chikadze wins, and I'm really leaning Chikadze by KO. Looking at the betting side of things, it's going to be fun. I like playing on the main event. Minus 213 Chikadze, plus 200 Kattar. Let's see what the KO prop is like, because it's not easy to put Kattar down. Max Holloway couldn't do it, but Max Holloway doesn't have the touch of death like Chikadze does. Plus 170 value. Plus 170 is worth a potential play. I think Chikadze is going to win this fight. I like him at a straight money bet as well. Minus 213 best value, plus 200 for Kattar. I love this fight, guys. I really do. I got to say, I think Chikadze is just a different animal on the feet. The kickboxing level is far superior, and I really feel like that's going to happen, man. 5-pick parlay for $2,500 in UFC. Got my picks right here from MMA Experts. Hey, shout out to you, Robert Tarver. Much love, my brother. And dude, I'm glad as hell you're cashing like that, man. I'm really hoping to pull off some big bets this year, because last year I started getting into a nice flow at the end, a real nice flow, and I expect more. I love Giga Chikadze for the win here. I think he is going to put it on Calvin Kattar in a display on the feet. He's going to tear him apart. I think he tears him to shreds and stops him. Staying away from the main event, but thinking this fight ends inside the distance, definitely possible. But if it went 5, it could. You're going to lose your money, Noah. You think he's going to lose on the Giga Chikadze KO prop? Max didn't have power to do it, but Giga does. I agree. One body kick, too. It could be over quick. Worried about the gas tank for Giga, but still picking him. Kattar is way too hittable. Here's the thing. Kattar is hittable, but he's super durable and has high endurance. Chikadze, we don't know enough about the stamina, in the long term, because at the end of the day, we haven't seen him go late in fights. This is the true test. You think Giga Chikadze by KO and Royval money line, that's your deadly parlay? Depending where you go. Some places don't let you parlay props and money lines, but that definitely could be money. Hey, much love to Robert Tarver, man. I'm glad you subscribe and enjoy the content, man. I really am glad. I try to deliver the best and most consistent content that I can. If you guys haven't seen those news reactions, make sure to check those out, man. I'm going to be doing those more and more. I really enjoy posting news reactions, giving you guys a take on what's popping in the fight world. It's always fun to throw, news out there and give my reaction to different fights, because there's a lot of shit to talk about in the fight game. So yeah, if you like the news reactions, definitely let me know. Make sure if you see a news reaction video, give it a like, throw a comment in there. Let me know what you think of it. If there's anything you want me to change, improve upon, etc., it will definitely go a long way. You think Chikadze will win by KO in the 4th? Okay, that's ballsy. I definitely could see it. You love the news reactions? Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. I'm debating on doing one tomorrow, throwing up maybe tomorrow morning for some of these recent fight announcements. I feel like I got to go for it. What's going on, bro? What is going on, man? You came late to the party, but we're still here. We got Chikadze for the win in the main event. Make sure to smash the likes, guys. If you haven't, you're just getting here, you're coming in a little bit late, smash the like button. Show some love, man. Yeah, Giga looks off the charts. I don't see it going distance either. I don't think so. Well, Darce Choke, how do you think the fight goes, bro? You got money on Gon and Giga? You going for the two double Gs? I like it. Both are stand-up savages. Hell yeah, man. I'm glad you watch everything that we do, man. Much love for that. The lives, man, listen, My new time for the late night live is 9:30. I've changed my schedule around a bit. I will be doing it a little bit earlier. So 9:30 late night live every single Tuesday. And then this week's Best MMA Bets on Wednesday. And then the Moneyline podcast with me and my boy Mike Finch on Thursdays. And then Friday, we do the weigh-in recap and the Saturday Fight Companion. 40 likes for a shoey, not 50. If we get 40 likes before I leave here, which is probably going to be in the next couple minutes, I'll do a shoey for you guys live, 100%. If we get 40 up in here, I'll give you that today, 100%. It's the first one back. I'll do it for 40. If we get 40 likes, shoey time. I got you, bro. I got you. Ngannou by Overeem KO. I could see him doing that to Gan, man. I really am torn on that one, but early lean is definitely an Ngannou KO. Looking at the finalized poll, the people are crazy on Chikadze. Everybody's on Chikadze. 87%. Kattar at just 13. Big difference. Big difference. I'm on Chikadze too. I'm glad we all agree here. I'm late to the party. You're a little bit late to the party, brother, but you're never too late to smash that like button, bro. Much love. Unfortunately, you're going to have to probably watch it on Rewind. I'll throw the timestamps up there after this. I'll get them done and put them in there so you guys can go back, rewatch whatever pick, see whatever. Fight Game's beautiful. It's back. Will this be posted on your channel? Yeah, this live stream will be on the channel, man. You'll be able to go back and rewatch it. Usually with the lives, there's occasionally a little bit of delay when you can find it on the channel. But if you just look up MMA experts, you'll see it in the feed. For whatever, I don't know why YouTube has that glitch, but it is what it is. I will be throwing up, though, timestamps on all this. You'll be able to look through each and every pick. So yeah, there's definitely some big things coming on the channel, guys. This year is the money year. I'm telling you, we are getting 10,000 subscribers. I cannot wait for it. I'm telling you guys that the takeover is here now, and I am feeling absolutely blessed. Zabit 18-1, Volkanovski 23-1. That would be a hell of a fight. It's unfortunate we're not going to get to see it because Zabit inactive, man. I would love to see that fight. I think that Zabit could give Volkanovski problems in the first two. I really do. Any relevant fight news that I feel like bringing up before I slide out of here? I know Anderson Silva sparring his brother, his two sons. Both the brothers couldn't touch him. UFC raised the pay-per-view price also. Yeah, they raised it $5. It is what it is. Javier Mendez says Khabib and Islam Makhachev dominate Oliveira. Of course he'd say that. He's their coach. Buckley versus Al Hassan rebooked for February 19th. That's cool. Andre Fiallo versus Michel Pereira next weekend. That'll be a lot of fun. Eagle FC. That's a fucking interesting card. They have the comeback of Rashad Evans over at Eagle FC. That's going to be sweet. Yeah, I remember Andre Fiallo, man. I think Pereira could definitely knock him out, but you know what? Fiallo's got nasty jiu-jitsu. If he can somehow get a hold of him and get that fight to the floor, we could be in for a surprise. Will there be a replacement for the Topuria fight? I'd assume so, and I'd assume it'd be a little more of a touch-up fight for Topuria. I don't think it's going to be a huge-name guy. I mean, if Dan Ige goes for it, I got to respect him, but it's a big step to jump out. You and Johnny Picks are the realest out there. Let's make some thoughts. Hell yeah, man. Johnny's a good dude. He's a subscriber as well, so got to give him some love, man. Sweet guy, bro. Real good dude. Covering the fight game. Got to show some love. Guys, you're all great. I really appreciate everybody for jumping in and joining me throughout this live. I'm glad to see everyone back. It's the first live of the real 2022. I mean, obviously I had some late night lives, during that drought period, but this is the real fight card breakdown live. I'm going to be dropping some news reactions throughout the weeks sporadically, so make sure to turn the post notifications on. Even if you're not subscribed, if you don't have post notifications on, you might miss it, man. And I feel like those, reaction videos are quality and, they deserve a little more love. So, guys, make sure to check those out. I really appreciate all my continued support. You guys are fantastic. Much love to each and every one of you. I'm going to slide out of here. It's been a lot of fun chatting it up. The fight game, as always, great to be back. Check me out live this weekend, Fight Companion. We got content dropping all week. Tomorrow, this week's Best MMA Bets. That's Wednesday. Thursday, the Moneyline Podcast live at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Pacific. And Friday, weigh-in recap show, of course. We look at all the fighters on the scales, talk about if the picks change, and then the Fight Companion on Saturday. Great stuff coming. And, of course, the Sunday full card breakdown for that pay-per-view is going to be insanity. Much love, guys. Smash the likes if you're new, subscribe, and turn those post notifications on. Good night, everyone, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.